Hi, Eleanor. Burk, burk. Oh.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That is so mean. That was so mean. That was so mean.
Well, there's the beginning of this episode.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Making the Hot Tag.
Yes, indeed.
My dog, who I love dearly, was all snuggled here in my lap until Brendan got in the bed. And then I was quickly abandoned.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm feeling a little pissed off.
Well, we didn't get a chance. So when I go to the gym and I come home, there's a front room that everyone walks through where the dog hangs out. And when I come home from the gym, she'll follow me into my side of the apartment, or my apartment on that side of the house, and just sit on my couch and want to hang out. And this is at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I didn't go to the gym this morning, so we have some catch-up time.
I guess, whatever. I'm pissed off.
That's the reason.
Okay, so this is being filmed and shown. Are you putting it up tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is being filmed and shown on Halloween.
Yay, Halloween!
Yay, Halloween. So
you'll notice that we're all dressed up.
Well, I am dressed up. I'm dressed up as a very subtle vampire.
I like the red lipstick.
Mm-hmm, that fits into society and people don't know.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm dressed as, a very subtle vampire. And I'm drinking blood out of my goblet because I'm a subtle vampire.
I am the T-1000 dressed up as Brendan Bowes.
The T-1000? What is
From
that?
Terminator 2.
I don't know what that is.
You never saw Terminator 2?
No.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger's nemesis was this Robert Patrick, who was another robot thing, but he was sound like a huge nerd describing this. He was liquid alloy, meaning that he could change.
Bored.
He could change to whatever he wants.
You guys are probably bored too.
No, if you've seen Terminator 2, you're laughing because you get it.
All right. So,
he turns into
you're
anything.
Molten.
So I'm liquid alloy.
You're liquid alloy.
Robot in the shape of Brendan. Yep. And I am also drinking blood out of a goblet.
Yes, because he's my Igor. So, and we're drinking blood together.
Yes.
So, cheers. Happy Halloween.
AB positive.
Be negative. All the way. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is tasty.
It's a good red.
Mm-hmm. All right. What the hell are we watching this Happy Halloween?
Oh, you didn't want to talk about the show we went to?
I do. I want to talk about that. So we went to a show.
We went to
a big show.
AEW Rampage in Mohegan Sun.
Big deal, right? In their
Friday.
Big, huge, arena area.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it was Deirdre's first time seeing a non-independent wrestling show, a fully produced, bigger.
Yeah, it was my first time seeing that. Yeah, and I was not impressed.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a wonderful time because I was with Brendan and we, had a lovely dinner beforehand, and it's always fun to go and cheer. And it was kind of cool to have fire flashing and
fireworks,
sparks,
pyro,
and people coming in through
a
the
huge
thing.
ramp.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was good to you saw a big production.
Like the spectacle part of it was fun.
Yep.
But oh my God, boring as hell.
So I've been to a couple of AEW shows, and this one was different in that they usually do everything on Wednesday night. So if you go to their flagship show, Dynamite, which is on Wednesday, the show starts at 7. So from 7 to 8, they're doing those dark matches where people just appear out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Then they do 2 hours of Dynamite, which is the TV show, and then they tape Rampage, which is the Friday show that we were at. Mm-hmm. That's how it's usually done. But for whatever, I think it was because of baseball playoffs or basketball or something like that, whatever. They've been doing live Rampages. So it's cool in that it's live. The con is that it's 1 hour of live TV, and no one's going to pay $9,500 for a ticket to be there for an hour. So they do 2 hours of tapings. They're rather 2 hours of their dark show, which is they bring in local talent, and local talent fights one of the contracted wrestlers.
So yada, 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 yada.
Yeah,
he's talking a bunch of nonsense that maybe most of you don't understand.
So
some of you do.
Put it in layman's terms for me.
But What I'm going to say is the whole beginning part, they made it sure made sure you knew who was the villain and who was the good guy. How did they make sure you knew that? The bad guy was always just appeared in the ring or came from down below. They didn't get a big entrance or they didn't get an entrance at all. And then we would do this countdown, and out of the light up tube, magic tunnel, would come the person that we're all supposed to root for. Well, I'm okay with that, except that person won 100% of the time.
Yes.
In a short, non-even match.
Yep. I mean, the matches, there was one that was as short as 10 seconds, and probably the longest, which was the last match of the taping, probably went 10.
Yeah, 10, 15.
10, 15 minutes.
Right. And they just clobbered the other person. And so, to me, part of the fun is not knowing who's going to win.
Yep.
Like, even if you suspect that one person might. And the switch back and forth, where the person who you think is down and out gets up and comes back, even though you know it's choreographed and or fake, I prefer choreographed.
Right.
It still is, it's fun because you're not in on the secret at the end.
Right.
But we knew every time.
Yep.
And that is boring.
Yep. But my positive out of that, even though I don't think Deirdre agrees with me completely, was that we did see a lot of our favorite local people.
No, I actually did like that, but I didn't like knowing whether they were going to win or lose before. Like, what was the point of even rooting for them if I already knew they were going to lose? I did. So here's the funny switcheroo. I liked the fighters in the first part.
Yep.
I liked all of them. I liked the good guys. I liked the bad guys. I thought they were all really interesting. I liked their fight styles. I just didn't like that we didn't actually get to see that in action, really. We just, right? And so then we get to the important ones, the TV show where you don't know who's going to win or lose. They both come out of a tunnel, right? And they get equal billing, and you don't know. I didn't like them as much. Like the fighters themselves, I didn't.
Right.
I was like,
Well, so there's a lot to unpack in that hour show, but there were several times through both the tapings and the actual show where Deirdre came to me and was like, "I'm bored. I'm
bored, boring, bored."
Right.
He's saying it much more polite than I did.
Right.
I was like, bored, I'm bored.
But this, like, she would also be saying, "This is a good match. It's
like,
just not holding my interest."
Yeah, I shouldn't be bored. They're doing good things, but I don't know. There was something about, I don't know, their stories didn't capture me, their personalities, their personas, their characters. And it's not just because I knew more of the people in the first part, because I only recently have started to recognize people.
Yeah, she actually did a very good job of recognizing people from,
that I knew
from previous shows here.
But, even before I've ever been able to recognize somebody, I've always had somebody I'm rooting for or somebody whose story, something about them appeals to me, and it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. It just didn't happen. So it was, I had a fun night. Don't get me wrong. I had a fun night. But I was like, yeah, I'd be okay just seeing independent wrestling for the rest of my life. I don't need there isn't enough pro to outweigh the con. So.
Yep. I mean, if they do have a pay-per-view, I might ask you, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
I wouldn't mind sitting on my couch and watching it, but I didn't like, obviously with something that big, it's hard to get really, really good tickets. Like, I mean, we had great seats, but we didn't have so we had great seats for one reason, because we could see them all exiting close enough, to talk to them. We could see them coming down the ramp, but the actual fights were sort of off to our left. Still could see them. But I like to be in the front row and get, a wrestler in my lap. I like that.
Well, so in previous episodes when we went to that show in Webster, and we talked about how Penta Zero got thrown into Deirdre's lap, not conclusion, but the irony of it was today, or on Friday at Rampage, his brother Phoenix, after his match, ran up the aisle and just
the only person who did that.
Yeah. He was super excited. He ran up and stopped right by where we were and just started screaming at it. Well, he was like, "I love you guys," as he was high-fiving everyone, and just ran back down. And
So apparently I have like a magnet for those two.
Yep.
They just...
the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, the Lucha Brothers are interested in being in my space.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's how I felt about it. You know, I'm not sorry we went, but I do feel like I could watch that at home.
Yep.
And
totally
maybe enjoy it more because of the camera angles and being able to see, you know, some of the exciting stuff that you're a little far away.
And then being able to hear the announcers talk more about the story and everything.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to move Eleanor because
Aww.
it's going to be time to explain the match.
Poor baby. All right, what are we watching today?
All right, so we are heading back to Japan.
Okay.
Not women's matches, but this time it's a men's match.
Okay, I find Japanese male wrestlers kind of boring. So is there going to be something exciting about this?
There should be. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Well, that's not always a good...
Right, I know it's not always good, but it was still very enjoyable.
Okay.
It's very strike based. Which I know you're a fan of.
I am a fan of that. Hit him and hit him hard. Hit him again, harder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so this is actually a recommendation from a viewer.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
By the way, just a little side note. I'm disappointed because Brendan actually does have a Halloween costume and he chose not to wear it. And
well, it wouldn't make much sense if I'm under a blanket.
I would make you like kneel on the bed and show it if you want.
Well, after we tape this, I'll put it on, take a picture of myself, and then Photoshop it in here somewhere.
Okay.
It's wrestling based, so it'll make sense.
Well, it might not.
They'll get it has the name.
It's supposed to be a kilt, but it's really a skirt.
Oh, it caused issues. It caused a drift for a little bit. It was not a pleasant night. All right, so this is... apologize, I'm going to botch your name. Fassharke.
Okay.
So he referred us to... it's going to sound weird. So there's a wrestler by the name of Kenta. And his name is just Kenta.
Kenta.
And it's in all caps.
Like Penta, only Kenta.
Correct.
I'd like to see them fight each other.
Kenta versus Penta?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to get one step better.
Oh.
He's fighting a wrestler, get this,
okay,
by the name of Kenta Kobashi.
Oh, so Kenta against Kenta.
Exactly.
Kenta v. Kenta.
Kenta v. Kenta. So Kenta is the younger wrestler. Kenta Kobashi is like the vet, kind of like the Hulk Hogan of this Japanese promotion.
I just want to point out that Eleanor's pissed at you. And
I know, her back is
she's
totally...
She's now got her back to you. She's like, fine. Reject me.
All right. So here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Play!
Hope he looks mad. He looks mad.
Oh, he's getting psyched. Oh, butt shot.
He's doing like kind of a little bit of a sumo stance. You know, even though he doesn't look anything like a sumo wrestler, but he's doing sort of a sumo stance.
The wide.
Yeah. That's interesting.
So I'm guessing there's no music right now because Kenta Kobashi's music is copyright.
Oh, is that what happens?
That's my guess.
Okay, I do like his robe, however. Christmas ideas.
Yeah. Dear Google, can I get a Kenta Kobashi robe?
Oh, and he's in his undies underneath it. I love that.
I like the white, like, cotton floof.
He's got a very non-graceful stomp. Right?
Yeah.
It's really interesting being where we were with the ramp was, seeing how some people really enter like part of their performance.
Oh, that was another thing Deirdre mentioned to me was she didn't like how some people just
like kind of
walk with intention, but that was it.
Yeah, like I wanted to see sort of the beginning of who they are.
Right.
I liked the ones that kind of danced down the thing or ran down it or bumped down it. You know, I like seeing part of who you are in your entrance. That's just the theater nerd in me. I feel like he uses Sun-In in his hair.
Right,
do you remember Sun-In?
Oh yeah, I use Sun-In for like one It was. I think
the youngins have no idea what we're talking about, but the people are.
It's like spray color. It like
no, you sprayed it. Supposedly, you sprayed in your hair, and then your hair naturally lightens in the sun. Really, it just bleaches this funky orangey blonde color. It's terrible, and people would be putting. No, I didn't use sun in. This was natural from the sun. And it looks like what he has right there. It's that color,
like the reddish tint. Mm-hmm. Kobashi does not like the sun in.
Oh, he does not like it at all.
I'm going to slap
this is like young Kenta against old wise Kenta.
Exactly. And a green ring.
Yeah, that's interesting. Look at the people like right on it. That always cracks me up. The ones taking the boot. Like, aren't they worried they're going to get a boot to the face?
No, they hightail it pretty quick.
Yeah. And old Kenta's got, it looks like some support... pants on, like in case he has a little leak.
In case of an emergency?
I feel like they serve a dual purpose. They're both, good sort of wrestling gear, but also I think they're absorbent.
Yeah, probably.
I think they wick moisture away. Just saying. Oh, yeah, go right for it. He's like, I'll teach you, son. Ooh. Oh.
Boots to the head.
There's a lot of high kicking already from young Kenta.
Oh, chop to the face. Boot to the head. Oh. Takes him down.
So I feel like you know the story of this match already. So if the old guy wins, it's like the old guard teaching the young guard
You have a lot to learn, young Padawan.
Yes. And then if it's the other way, it's like... Ooh, look at that. Oh, Jesus.
I love the slow motion.
If it's the other way, it's like the young person usurping, like moving.
Surpasses the
There's
teacher.
a lot of kicking his head, right? Like that's, I feel like that should be illegal.
Nope.
It's like he's going to get a concussion. I mean, even fake, that's awful.
I mean, nice block. That was before, or this is before, like, big concussion concerns.
Yeah, big concussion protocol. Yeah, Eleanor's got, like, something on her nose. I don't hope it's not a tick.
Ooh,
sorry, got distracted. Oh, both down. That'll teach you.
Eleanor, are you enjoying? Are you busy looking at the shoes?
Oh, right on the top of his head. Oh, and right into the rope.
And we're still like 5 minutes into the match.
Hey, did we ever find out if Kennedy? If
LMK?
Yeah, LMK got really hurt.
No, because she wrestled on Sunday. She wrestled yesterday.
So she's okay.
I didn't see anything on her Twitter on what happened, but.
She probably just got the wind knocked out. My guess is that. Yeah, it looked like she was really hurt. So we were, I don't usually fall for that, but she seemed...
So her opponent was about to do her finisher, which involved her jumping off the top rope, saw that LMK was, like, seriously near death, and, like, hopped off the rope to just, like, pin her.
Yep. And a bunch of people came running over, and she got helped off in a way that... But it looked like maybe she just got the wind knocked out of her.
That's probably what it was.
Because that can really knock you for a loop.
Yes, it does.
Okay, those high kicks.
I think Kenta listens to you about boots to the head.
Well, young Kenta is a high stepper. He's a high kicker for sure. Like that's a skill.
He does a stretching before the match.
He does. He should be a Rockette. And he's got jester pants on. He should be in the Renaissance Fair in those pants.
Yeah, it looks like those shorts are like wool.
They look like velvet.
Yeah, velvet.
They look like velvet, and like he should have high brown leather boots. You know what I mean? And then something like he looks Renaissance-y. And the other guy definitely looks like he's wearing some type of fancy Depends. Ugh, Eleanor. Eleanor hopped off the bed and is now looking around the room like she's gonna cause some trouble. So if I get up suddenly, it's because I'm booting her out of the room. Oh, that looks like old... I almost said Penta. Old Kenta looked like... Kenta? Kenta.
Yeah, they're both Kenta.
Kenta. Looked like he was grabbing the other one's nuts. Did you see his squeeze, his bum? Look at that. That's like such a bum squeeze. He was definitely tightening up. Yeah, he's got the right boots for a Renaissance fair, too. He really just needs a top. He needs a blousey top.
Oh, like a pirate
top, like on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh.
the puffy shirt. He needs a puffy shirt. Oh, his elbow. Oh, come on, you big baby. Get up.
Oh, they're both down. That was a delayed reaction.
Yeah, but that looks like a heroic one knee down, you know. Old Kenta was like, my elbow. Right? Get in the ring. Oh, nope, boot to the head. Oh, no, boot to the shoulder.
He's going after the elbow.
Yeah, you get it. Go get that elbow.
Pro Wrestling Noah.
Ow. All right, so I don't actually like either one of them.
Neither one stands out?
No, but what I'm getting is this, I like when either one of them does something awful to the other one. You were doing that with one, match the other night when we went in person. You were doing that where you were like, if one person was doing great, you were rooting for them, and if another person was doing great, you were rooting for them.
Oh, probably Phoenix, AR Fox.
I think so, because you liked them both, so it was the opposite. You were like happy when either one of them did well.
Yes.
I'm like happy when either one of them gets a boot to the head.
I was happy they were doing well against each other. You're happy because they're kicking the shit out of each other.
Yeah. Is this a Japanese thing so much? Kicking of the actual head. I don't see that in a lot of matches.
Yeah, so...
like they do the boot to the head like when you're standing, but that like you're laying down, they just keep kicking the head over and over again?
So it's young Kenta's style, is throwing a lot of kicks. You notice older Kenta was more chopping and elbowing. Yep. I think, different people...
That was painful.
Yeah, armbar.
Oof.
Or that's not an armbar.
It's funny. It looks painful because young Kenta's muscles are rippling while he does it. Like, so I can tell he's actually doing something.
He has some force behind it.
Yeah, like usually, it's funny. I don't think I ever realized as much before how often their muscles aren't engaged.
Right.
Which means they're not really pulling hard, but his muscles were all engaged.
More kicking.
More kicking to that elbow. Although that's a different elbow. No, it isn't. It's the same one, right?
Yeah.
Trying to picture him on the mat down below. Oh, he's just vicious.
Back to the armbar.
Yeah, but why would you throw with the arm that's hurting you like that and give him the chance to do that? I feel like old Kenta was dumb. I think he's being dumb.
He is. But I guess in terms of story for the match, he's giving...
Yeah, so
Kenta's taking advantage of the opportunity.
Right, so it's looking to me like we're going with old Kenta bows down to the new talent. Unless the beginning of the match is like that, and then like a phoenix rising from the ashes, old Kenta...
Well, it's probably not going to be as bad as the match we watched, not last week, but the other time... That Japanese women's match where the big woman just kept on smashing Toyo through tables and choke slams and
that was crazy.
Stomps.
They definitely, I mean, again, I know it's all choreographed and it's orchestrated to some degree, but I feel like the Japanese follow through a little bit. There's more of the real in each of their moves than there are with the Americans. So it's still like, less. It's still trying to take some precautions, but they definitely take it a little further.
Yep.
I think there's blood in old Kenta's mouth.
Yep, there was. I saw it too.
Uh-oh, Pumpkin's whining. I'm just going to let her out.
Okay.
Sorry, people.
I'll let
this
you know
is what
if you miss
happens
anything.
when we, film with the dog. So, all right, you can go out. Out you go.
She's only patient for so long. Then she'll get FOMO and
she'll want to come back. Okay. All right. Did I miss anything?
Nope. Just older Kenta with this
okay,
chokehold.
So a little phoenixy.
Yeah.
Little phoenixy. He's still complaining about, blood on his tooth.
Chipped tooth?
Yep. Is it chipped or is there just blood on it?
It's probably the blood. Blood looked like it was like...
Yeah, I think he just had a smear.
Schmear of blood.
Oh, stop whining about your elbow. You're a wrestler. What do you expect? Oh, crotch shot. We get to see where the crisscross of the colors are.
It is off-center.
Yeah, and look at his Renaissance boots. I'm telling you. He needs a fluffy shirt and he can go juggle for medieval crowds.
He'll feast on turkey legs.
And drink from a goblet like ours.
Like a real awesome person.
Yes. I feel like I should borrow those. For
his pants?
I want to go to the King Richard's Renaissance Fair and dress like that. All right, so now we're on the runway.
And drink ale.
Okay. Nope, up by his sun-in hair. His sun-in hair needed to match the little brown patches on his
tights.
Shorts, yeah.
Wow, he was going for the dick grab there.
Yeah. That's a wedgie. That's a front wedgie. Those hurt.
Timber.
Ooh. That looked not fun.
Wow, he's
still whining about his elbow.
He's gaining the power.
He's phoenixing. He'll show him.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's the first time in the match I've seen he's leaning back before he even gets hit. That was,
I mean, he's still getting hit.
No, he is, but I saw, especially on the first one, he did the reaction before the hit was even happening. Looks like he's got a load in his pants. And, karate chop. Well, that's what you get. Your elbow's hurt and you used that arm to karate chop. What do you expect?
Yeah, he's still using the shit out of that bad elbow.
Yep, he is, because he's a tough mofo. That's what we're supposed to learn from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old dudes are tough. Don't count them out. Ooh, was that to his neck?
Throat, yeah.
Yeah, that was ouchy.
Oh, top of the head. Oh! I hope they do that one in slow motion.
That was crazy looking. Yeah, I want to see that one in small motion. Slow motion.
Did I say? Oh.
Ask and ye shall receive.
Oh!
That looks painful. I've never seen that either, where somebody holds somebody up like they're on two sawhorses, like they do with the planks and stuff. They create their own
flat surface.
Mm-hmm.
Or elevated flat surface. Ooh. Abdominal stretch.
That seems silly.
You ever been in an abdominal stretch? Don't answer.
That is, yes. Maybe.
It's called something different back then.
Right. We didn't call it that, but look at this. This looks like a modern art design, right? Like a sculpture you might see. Yeah.
Go to the New York Museum of Fine Art.
Yeah, and see that.
And see that pose.
Yeah. He's getting very shiny. They both are.
Well, they're slapping the shit out of each other under lights. Ooh, oof, oof.
Oh, yeah. Show 'em who's boss. Show 'em who's boss. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Or get your panties in a bunch.
Be weird if older Kenta threw a chop and his arm fell off.
Okay, that's just
elbow.
Gross and weird.
Yeah, but
it's Halloween, so that would be
he has an injured arm and he's still using it.
And so you think it's going to fall off?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how biology works, right?
It's exactly how biology works. Yeah, he is still using it. He's super using it. Oop, little hop, skip, and a jump there. Oh, there we go.
He's going to have some issues wiping his bum.
Wiping his bum? Is that what you were going to say?
Yes.
The reach around is going to be hard?
Yeah, if it's right at the elbow, it's not going to be easy.
Can't use the other hand?
Well, he can, but if you're right-handed...
Maybe he has a bidet.
Yeah, it is Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Back to the head.
That was some serious height he just got. Oh,
he's looking frustrated now with his sun and poofy hair.
Yes. I don't know. I never understand when it's only the count of two, the person gets up, why the person on top doesn't just readjust and do it again. Like, why they get...
It is a spot that happens, not all the time, but
okay.
It does
because it just seems logically, you're already there. You should just be doing it, right?
Yep.
But, yeah.
It does happen.
Yes, it does. Oh my goodness. 2 boots to the head. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that was just my husband coming home and loving on his dog. So he clearly didn't get my text that we'll be shooting when you get home and to please not make noise. So that's okay.
I think he left.
He did. I would have liked him to actually, if he was going to poke his head in, come all the way in and stick his head in front of the camera and say hello. So. Oh. Nope.
What? He just bumped his butt.
I know. I feel like that the older guy wants to pants the younger guy really badly, and he has to keep stopping himself just short of doing it. Oh. I'll show you my elbow's fine, right?
All right.
Chop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna...
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he likes that.
Probably. If he's
I think his nipples are erect.
He's not stopping it.
Yeah. Woo.
Oh, he's spinning. Oh. Double chop to the
That was
throat.
a little titty slapping that we had right there. Yeah. Google it. Don't.
He's gonna have a handprint on his boob.
He is.
Tomorrow.
Ooh. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Powerbomb into the turnbuckle.
Well, because he actually did have to hit it on his way down. Like, oof. I'm always interested in those moves where there's only so much you can do to prep yourself.
Yep, just in his pants.
Yeah, well, the guy's been tugging on him all night. So, yeah.
I mean, that's probably what the stakes are.
Yeah.
If older Kenta wins, he gets to pants younger.
He gets to pants younger, yeah. And it doesn't look like he could possibly be wearing underwear underneath that. Like, I feel like that's the whole deal right there. So if those go down, it's over. Yeah. Old Kenta looks like he's probably got a wad of other things underneath that.
Older Kenta, oof.
Ooh.
Older Kenta would just add the pants to his collection.
Yeah.
It's like Highlander. He takes off a pair of pants and he puts them on.
Some, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Oh, my.
Oh, a knee.
Yikes. Okay, well, why did you do that if that was going to knock you out? Don't you feel like saying that? Like the moves where they do that and then they end up falling out? Like, well, why'd you do it?
So my thought is older Kenta was picking up a lot of momentum. Mm-hmm. So you kind of throw a desperation move to stop that momentum in lieu of your own personal...
Is that what you think?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
asked.
What you're going with?
You asked and I answered awesomely, I might ask.
Awesomely. I guess so. All right, come on, guys. Finish it up. So this is right around the time where I'm like, I've seen enough of both sides. I feel like now it's time to wrap it up. I get like an internal feeling of like, okay.
Yeah, I think we're getting there.
We've seen both things. It's time to let us see who's really going to win. Oh, they're both climbing up.
And it's, as opposed to here in the USA, they do it quick.
They do, which I appreciate. But it's like a double King Kong on the Empire State Building. Ooh, punch him in the kidneys.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to stop.
Ooh.
Got close to the dick, I guess.
Oh, yeah, now he's giving him a blowjob. So.
Softens him up. Well, not really, but...
Gets him, yeah, the opposite.
Right.
Gets him right where he wants him and then just takes him out. I just can't imagine the amount of times that they have their faces in each other's crotches. Like, it's gotta be stanky with all the sweaty. And
by this time in the match,
it's gotta be gross. You don't want to be anywhere near there.
Uh-oh. It's calling for the end.
Okay. So what will it be? Arg, the young stay true, the old go away. Oh, I'll show you, you young whippersnapper. He had him by his dick again, and now by his pants.
There we go. Ooh.
Oh, I'll show you.
Oh!
Oops.
Shit, that didn't work out the way it was supposed
and I fell because I bit off more than I could chew.
I mean, Kenta does have a pretty cool finisher if he got to do it.
Which one?
Oh, younger Kenta, sorry.
He's got a good finisher?
I like it. It's called the Go to Sleep.
Okay.
He has him on his shoulders, throws him over his shoulders, and as the person's falling, he knees him in the face.
Oh. It looked like he was trying that and failed.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because older Kenta is a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Okay, so what's older Kenta's finishing move? Okay, so the fact that he doesn't know means young Kenta wins. Thanks for giving it away.
Okay.
What?
I finished my wine.
You can't take an indignant sip?
Correct.
He totally wanted to take an indignant sip.
I can't smugly sip.
I can smugly sip.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that's the flex you think it is.
So it's going to be older Kenta then? And then how do you not know his... Ooh, clothesline.
Well, because... So... There are certain Japanese wrestlers that have tiered finishers.
Okay.
So they have, like, the finisher that they do to everyone that kills, like, 90% of the people. Mm-hmm. And then the other 10% of the people will kick out. So then they have their secondary, stronger finisher. And that finishes off...
I'm bored.
You ask questions and I'm answering them. See, I'm guessing this is one of his finishers. Make you grab your dick and then...
It's the dick grab and throw or something like that. 2, 3.
The burning hammer, that's what it was. So ask me again what Kenta's older Kenta's
what's older Kenta's finishing?
Burning hammer.
Nice. I'll show those young whippersnappers. Very nice. Nicely done.
Thank you. Glad I could help.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So thoughts?
Did
anyone end up becoming someone you wanted to see to win, or?
Nope.
Okay.
But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed every time one of them had something bad happen to them.
You enjoy watching them suffer.
I do, because I didn't really like either one of them
as
that much.
As a vampire?
As a subtle vampire.
Yep.
I'm a subtle vampire.
True.
When this is over, I'm going to bite him. That's in the fans only. OnlyFans. I always say that the other way. So it's such an old person thing to do, to flip it. That's, one of those. I'm going to post it on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I enjoyed the match, and I was rooting for both of them, but not to win. I was rooting for them to lose.
Both of them to get hurt.
Yeah.
Get hit, thrown.
Much. Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah. How about you?
Younger Kenta still wrestles, and he's still really good and fun to watch. Older Kenta, I think, is retired. But I was a young Kenta fan.
Now he's not.
I still am.
Really? Even though he lost like a big pussy?
Yeah. Yeah. You saw a bunch of your favorites lose on Friday. You're still going to cheer them.
That's true. All right. Well, yeah. So I'd give it a B+.
All right.
I give it a B+.
Well, thank you for the recommendation. And always feel free to send us recommendations.
Please send us recommendations.
There's a lot of wrestling out there, stuff that I've never even...
Or recommend that Brendan change his shirt once in a while. Or recommend
that Deirdre doesn't bite me.
No, don't recommend that. Okay, we'll see you next week. Happy Halloween.
Bye.